Good evening, everybody, or good morning, depending whether you watch me, or good afternoon. I'm not going to scare you and make you think today is Monday, because obviously I am fortnightly on Mondays, but Richard asked if I could come on this week and come on Thursday. I'm sure he's a glutton for punishment, honestly. So don't panic, everybody. It is not Monday. Go on, Richard. Okay, so today's slot is Rachel, and she's not well, so we are all going to send her lots of healing and positive energy for her to get better. So a massive, big kiss and a hug to Rachel for hopefully she will get better and feels better soon. So yes, I do promise you it's not Monday, it is Thursday. We're nearly at the weekend. But as I said, Richard asked me if I could come in and look after Rachel's slot, shall I say, and hopefully she'll be back next week and we'll be fine. So hello to everybody. Now we've sorted out that it's definitely Thursday and not Monday. I hope you are all well. Please drop down your hellos. By all means, and I always say, if you recognise somebody on the page that you've seen before, please say hello to each other. It's all about how we build up our community, because SPTV is a community, and I know my Heavenly Sprinkles page, we're classed as a spiritual family, a spiritual community. There's always help and support there, and there's always help and support here. And you got to remember, we were like, we were the first spiritual channel, shall we say. I was trying to think where my words were. And we just want to continue to grow and help and support each other, which does tie nicely with the poem that we've got a bit later. So let's do some hellos. So Richard is going to bring up some hellos. We'll start off with, if you're wondering who on earth Richard is, I do jokingly call him my spirit guide, my digital one. He isn't. He is the producer. And if you're new to me, be warned, him and I have a bit of banter in between doing the readings, because this is all about fun, upliftment, joy, and sending that positive energy out into the universe, especially when things are a bit pants at the moment. So I'm going to do some hellos and then we'll go into the show from there. So hello, Millie B, lovely to see you. Loving the hair. She says, hello, Richard. Hello, everybody. Hello, my friends. Hello, Jennifer. Lovely to see you. Hello. Hello, Diane, lovely to see you. And whilst I'm doing the hellos, don't forget we broadcast on Facebook and on YouTube. And as I always say, if it is wibbly wobbly on one page, Facebook, you can go to YouTube and vice versa. If you find YouTube wibbly wobbly, come over to Facebook. Hello, Tracy. Hello. She says hello to everyone behind the scenes. Richard says hello. Good evening, Karen. Lovely to see you. Thank you for the little bouquet of flowers. Hello, lovely Terry. How are you? I hope you're well. Hi, Jill. Lovely to see you. We'll see if we can. We'll just see where the messages go. I'm good, Shaylee. Lovely to see you. I hope you are well. Hi, Jade. Hope everything's well. I love your imagery of your profile picture. I love all the colours. Hello, Kathy. Sunshine. Yes, we're hoping more sunshine for the rest of the UK, shall we? Fingers crossed. Still not warm enough for me, but then I am a chilly mortal. Hello, Susan. I'm watching from Facebook. Hi, my lovely. Hope you are well. Hi, Stephen. How are you? And I know he says hello to Richard. So hello. Hope you're well. I hope everybody's well in the family as well. Hi, Kerry. I'm liking the little hi. So hello there. Lovely to see you. Hi, Suzanne. Susan, where did I come from, Suzanne? I've got Susan here. Hello, Susan, lovely to see you. Hi, Melanie, lovely to see you as well. Loving the little doggy. I'll do a few more hellos just to raise the energy. Hi, Wendy, lovely to see you. Hello. So we'll just go into the show, and if I haven't had a chance to say hello to you, please take this as a massive hello. Hello, Rebecca. This is a massive hello from me and Richard, if I haven't got through to all your hellos. You are welcome to ask a question. I can see Stephen's ask a spiritual question. Of course you can. We do mediumship, but I'm always open to giving any advice and guidance from my own experiences regarding anything spiritual. So you're welcome to pop down any questions there. So I'll just explain who I am, not just this mad Essex girl on SPTV. I'm sure Richard must have had a lapse of sanity when he let me on. I'll just explain who I am, how it works. If you're new, please pop down to say hello, you're new. Just means we can all say hello to the newbies, and I'll just say hi. So I'm Claire, otherwise known as Heavenly Sprinkles. I've got my own Facebook page, but I have the pleasure and the honour of having a show here fortnightly. As I said, I'm promising you today is not Monday, it is Thursday, but the lovely Rachel's poorly. So as I said at the beginning, sending lots of love and healing to Rachel. Hopefully she'll be well enough to come back next week. So I've just come in to cover the slot. So that's where I am. I'm a spiritual medium and psychic. Psychic I've used all my life. I realised how much as a PA I use it. I didn't realise until recently. So I am psychic, but I just work with that naturally. And my mediumship, I've been working with spirit on a mediumship level for about 2 years. I work in churches and centres all around the Essex area. And then obviously I'm on here, I'm on my page, and I do some support in other places as well. All digital is free, just like SPTV is free. So if you get asked or it shows stars, please ignore it. We don't ask for any stars. It'd be the same here, or if you went to Heavenly Sprinkles page, all digital here is for free. All we ask for your support is by liking, sharing, commenting, and if you've had a reading, have a review. That's all we ask in return. It's all free. So my mediumship is very relaxed. I try to be exactly what you see is what you get, minus the swearing. I'm an Essex girl. I can't get away not throwing a few curse words here or there, but obviously on a digital platform, we don't do that, and especially on SPTV. So I do try to be very relaxed with my mediumship. So what that just generally means is that I allow your past loved ones to come through and tell me exactly what they want to do. I do get names, I do get dates, I do get months. I will pass them over to you. If there's anything I don't understand, I will say, I don't understand. They've given this to me. I will go back and check and see if they can give me any more information. But as I always say, they're the golden nuggets. The stuff that I don't understand that seem really unique and seem a little bit unusual, might even seem irrelevant in general day-to-day life, is actually their way of showing that there is life after life. I work directly, which means I allow your loved ones to say to me, right, I want to go to. Richard brings up the names for me, and then your lovely past loved ones generally shout in my ear to say, stop, I want to work from there. Before we move into the evening of the mediumship, I like to do a poem. It started off because I do addresses, divine services and spiritual churches on Sundays. I use poems, and then I kind of just kept it with Heavenly Sprinkles channel here, program here. And so I now do the poem. Last week, and I didn't sing it, last week we had a Carole King song. This week we actually have got a poem, so I'm not going to sing. Now this poem, Spirit said, was for me to share, but it's also for you to know that SPTV have the same view as well. And it says here, I'm always here for you. So although I say it is true from me as Heavenly Sprinkles, as Claire Pasterfield, as a spiritual support. But please also bearing in mind that Spirit's saying, this isn't just me, this is SPTV and the presenters. And annoying Richard, even though we really do love him to bits, we've also got to add Richard in this. It's called I'm Always Here. I'm always here for you each passing day. I'm always here for you, no matter what they say. You may travel from far and wide, here and there. No matter where you go, I'm always here for you. The sun will rise and the sun will set whenever you get upset. Just remember what I say. I'm always here for you. No one can take that away. The happiness you possess, because I'm always here for you and only you. Some loves may fall by the wayside, some might even run aground, but you know in your heart, I'm always here for you. and that was by a guy called David Harris. And the reason why it's important for me to let you know, I will be open to my mailbox. I can give advice. I know Stephen's just asked you if he could ask a spiritual question. But know that each of presenters, including Richard here, SPTV is created and has been done with a heart and generosity to be here for you, to give you that support, to help you in your darkest days, to help you on your brightest days. And to know that it isn't just me, there are all the other lovely presenters on the show, even Jake. We all like Jake, don't we? We all love our lovely Jake that jumps on. We're all here for you, along with Richard, and this is why he puts all this time and effort in as well, to give you that support, so you know you're never on your own. And that was a poem from I'm Always Here For You, from Heavenly Sprinkles, aka Claire, and the team from SPTV. You're very welcome. Oh, thank you very much, Jackie. So I do truly appreciate it, and I do appreciate all the support you give us, and I do hope that you find us supportive for you. Right, okay, so we will now just move into the evening of mediumship. Now, all you simply have to do is put out an emoji, you can put down a comment, you can put down who you'd like to speak to, because let's be honest, if you had a telephone line into the spirit world, you'd be on that phone straight away chatting to your past loved ones. So you're welcome to put down who you'd like to speak to. It doesn't mean that I'm summoning them or anything like that. It just means that you've put that intention out into the universe, into the spirit, say, Mum, please come forward. And all it just means is I'll just go, yeah. Okay. As I'm doing it, I'm laughing because I've just got somebody come through and they love Pink Floyd, because they've gone, is anybody out there? Right, I've got a gentleman that loves, I know Richard's just started laughing. I've just got somebody who loved Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon. He's a gentleman, and as I was saying, he just walked in and he just went, is anybody out there? So I've got to first of all recognise this gentleman. So, okay, sir, let's just put, I'm loving this already. He's got a character. I can instantly feel his energy as he's coming through. But as I was saying, before the spirit guy walked in the door and started singing to me, Dark Side of the Moon, I started to say, oh, stop it. I'll do that song in a minute, sir. I want you just to be able to feel confident and comfortable to put out there who you'd like to speak to. And by all means, you can comment as many times, because the lovely producer, Richard, he pulls out the comments. All I do simply ask for you is for yourselves and you and I, to keep communicating. Yeses, nos. Claire, I haven't got a clue what you're going on about. They're fine responses. If I don't understand something, you're welcome to elaborate on it. All I ask for you is just don't leave me hanging. The reason being is we've got to have a strong communication, as well as me and the person in spirit. So I know, all right, he's singing to me. I just know I want to see this. Okay, right. So a few of you can take Pink Floyd. Okay, right. Come and start singing to me. I know I got lucky. I like Pink Floyd. It's lucky I like Pink Floyd. He's just singing to me. Come and give me the lines then. Which one? I know I can hear the tune. You're only coming through in waves. Richard's laughing at me. He goes, hang on, Richard's laughing now. Shush, stop, stop coughing in my ear, Richard. And simply numb. I knew it was going. I'm simply comfortably numb. Thank you. So right, I've got hello, hello, hello. Right, we know where we're going. Right, loving Pink Floyd. Comfortably numb is the song that would be the favourite. And I've got he's singing. I've got the comfortably numb. Thank you, Lisa. Yes, I know I'm got here. I've got this gentleman who's coming through in here. I've also got to give 48 would be important. Why would 48 be important? I need to recognise 48 is important. Either somebody is 48 that can take, 48, either he passed at 48, or that's a new one, because they very rarely give me numbers like that. It would be, I know it sounds weird, it would be a door number. So the person that loves Pink Floyd, loves Comfortably Numb, 48 would be important. And I've got to give the name Robert as well, because he's given me Robert. And he keeps saying, thank you very much. He's also talking, he isn't telling me who he is as in his relationship at the moment. That doesn't really help, but he makes me feel like, he's making me feel like he come in and out of waves, because he's using, I come in and out of waves is what he's talking to me. Okay, keep singing that song. It's constant. Comfortably numb is really important, but I want to use comfortably numb as in how he passed. Right, okay, so Richard's starting to bring up the people that can take the bit. So I want to know whether anybody can take 48. If not, I would like to, okay, Jennifer, can I come and work with you? I was just about to come to you. Jennifer Stedman on Facebook. Can I come and work with you if that's okay, please? I knew the name was really, really important. And I can hear what I'm saying. Yes, I can hear what you're saying, sir. He's laughing his head off in spirit, this gentleman, but I know he's just coming through in waves. That's all he keeps talking to me. Right, but somebody did feel numb near to when they passed. So I don't know whether this would be your son that's passed or this gentleman that passed. And because it feels like I've got, it's like a dad or a granddad. I've got somebody, I've got either dad or we won't worry about relationships at the moment, Jennifer, but I know I've just got to recognise him, but I don't feel it's like your son at the moment. Doesn't mean we can't ask your son to step forward as he's coming through. Right. Okay. You're singing right. Let it come through. What else are you coming through? So I don't know where 48 fits in. If it doesn't make any sense to you at the moment, that's fine. It may well be that somebody else that was able to take the Pink Floyd and a Comfortably Numb would be able to take 48. If it doesn't make sense, that's fine. Just hold on to it, because it may well be that you'll start walking around. The next thing you know, you're seeing 48 a lot, and it's just their sign of saying that they're around you. Right. Okay. What's that for? Jennifer, I don't know if you can take somebody to do with the Purple Cross. Somebody served in the military. Now, I always stay away from the Second World War and the military, because it is just one level of mediumship that most people expect. But I was being told, and your dad's in spirit. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. And you was listening on the way home. We're with you, definitely. Thank you. I've got to put a military connection in here somewhere with these gentlemen. I don't know whether dad was in the military or whether dad come from a military connection. I just know that I'm going to give it to you. I don't know why. I know the Purple Cross is really important. I've got to give that to you, Jennifer. I don't know whether he means purple and somebody has a cross, like a a cross or a St. Christopher. I'm going to pass them bits over, because I kept being told about a purple cross, which took me to the military side, but I'm going to pass that over. If it doesn't make sense, don't worry about it. I know I'm with you, and I know I'm with your dad and everything else and your son, so that's fine. My uncles are in the military. Okay, thank you very much. Then it just made sense. I kept seeing purple cross in military. Right, we'll put the military to one side for the moment. Right, okay. Somebody talked about being a carpenter or wanting to be a joiner. I don't know whether this was your son that wanted to be a carpenter or somebody is a carpenter, because he's talking to me about like the conversations that were had around being a carpenter or a joiner. Again, little things just to sort of get that connection through. My granddad is right. Okay. Thank you very much, Jennifer. And thank you so much for feeding back. It does help. Right. Now we're going to go with a carpenter and joiner, and you're going to come back and go, Claire, my dad was a carpenter, and I'll be going, yay! But only because I get really excited, by the way. I do apologise if you're new to me. But I just want to give a carpentry a joiner. My uncle was a carpenter. I can go with that then. I'm more than happy with that one. Thank you very much. Right, let's get you some months. April's important, I've been told. Birthday, party, and anniversary. Okay, I'll give that name in a minute, sir. I need to also give you the month of September, would be important, birthday, party, and anniversary. And I want to go to November. So I've got the April, I do everything in threes. April, the September, and the November would be birthday, parties, and anniversaries. I've also got to give, and my dad's brother's a excellent, thank you, sir. They're doing really well over here. Jennifer, I also need to give you the name Frank. It sounded more like a Frank than a Fred. I could do a fr, but I know I want a Frank or a Fred is what I want to pass over. Okay, okay. And okay. We're moving into the message, sir. Right. Okay, with your lovely son in spirit, he's talking to me. I've got the books in front of me, which either means learning wisdom or studying. Okay, what we're talking about. Your lovely son's stepping forward, and he's like, "Well, I'm with Dad, and Dad, his granddad, so your dad. He said, I'm with Granddad, and he said, I'm sorted out." But he's talking to me about how he's still learning up in spirit. He wants you to have reassurance that he's learning up in spirit, even if he's not on the earth, because he's talking to me about the fact that he either somebody. Frank's my cousin. Okay, thank you. He's talking about how somebody, I don't know if it was you or somebody else, was talking about how he never fulfilled his ambitions. Thank you, sir. His ambitions. It's like he had more studying to do, or he was meant, you hoped he would achieve more. And he's like, do you know what? I didn't do that, but I'm doing it up in spirit. Okay, I need to recognize up in spirit. And I also want to recognize, he's telling me that he's looking after a younger one that's in spirit. And this little one didn't touch the earth before they passed. I'm not saying it's yourself. It may well be a family member. It's a very personal subject, and I do appreciate it's on the digital, and something may not have spoken to you. It's just let you know that he is looking after the younger ones. So there's a younger one in spirit who didn't touch the earth, but he's got him. Your son's got him, along with your dad. So he's like, we're all up there. Okay, and your lovely dad's laughing because it's like we've got the gang up here. Because Dad's talking to me about you would remember, or you would. I keep seeing pinstripe trousers with him, or he liked. My son died, but his twin is here on earth. Okay, thank you, my lovely. Okay, he just wants you to know with your son. Has helped his twin brothers achieve. Okay, thank you. It's just like he's up there. Okay, that's him, because he's just like, I'm up there and I'm achieving different things. Didn't reach it. But you, with your dad, as your dad's coming through, he's talking to me about being smart. Now, somebody, I don't know if it would be a memory or a picture that Dad had at some point, them drain pipe trousers, you know, the really skinny trousers. Okay, I know I want to recognize that, but Dad said no way would it affect me as an older man. He's talking to me about how he has a weight gain and a weight loss. So there's a feeling that near when he passed, his weight must have fluctuated, is what he's telling me. I also want to put my teeth in as well, because he's talking to me about, remember about the teeth as well. Okay. Okay, Jennifer, I'm going to give you the name. I always think it's this name. I'm going to say this name's weird. I want to give you two names. The first name's not. That's Adam. But I think I've got, the reason why I always think this name's unusual is because it's not a name you generally typically hear. I want to give you the name Brian. Dad passed 18 months ago. Okay, thank you. I've got Dad. He did lose a lot of weight, lose and gain weight. Okay, thank you. I know I've got to give you Adam, and then I need to give you Brian. And that is just an unusual name nowadays. We don't hear as many Brians. So I know I want to pass over Brian. Okay. And I've also got to give you, now I know you said 18 months, and I had 18 early, but I took it as a date. And I didn't pass it over because I want to give you the 18th would be either somebody's recently 18, they've had their 18th birthday, or whether there would be a birthday party and anniversary in or around the 18th, is what I'm being told. Okay, thank you very much. Anything else, young man? We'll come to your message now. Okay. The first thing from your son is to sort of say, I'm fulfilling my life in spirit, and he's achieving his things. He's achieving, and he is watching and looking after the younger ones. There's a definite one there. Apparently there's a rabbit in spirit as well. So there's a rabbit. Somebody within the family must have lost a rabbit because he's looking after the rabbits. Okay, thank you. And he was there to greet Dad. I need to tell you, he was there to greet Dad. So Dad was, okay. And Dad said, okay, thank you. Dad's telling me, my son's friend Brian, Uncle still there, but he's in his 90s. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Jennifer, for the names. Thank you. Just helps me because I always get the names. Dad talks to me about how your son Robert was talked about often, but he makes me feel like Dad has, it sounds really weird, I'm going to say it anyway, I'll say it. It's like he what's the phrase? How did I use it? It's like he said he would make sure he meets him in spirit, but it was like an unsaid thing. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Jennifer. It's like he tried to give the impression that he would meet Robert in spirit, but okay. Sure, my mum not really get. I had rabbits. Okay, don't worry about the 18. You had rabbits. Okay, with your dad, it's like he already had the thoughts, and it's like he promised you he would find your son, but it's like I didn't actually verbalize that. That's probably a better way of saying it. It's like he kind of sort of said, I'll keep an eye out for him. I don't know whether that makes sense. It's like it's that kind of thing. It's like you wouldn't have said, oh, by the way, I'm going to go and find him for you, but it was like he gave that reassurance to you. Okay. I said he would have met him. Right, brilliant. I'm glad that just makes sense. And yet the rabbits are over there to give that. So that's Dad. It's like to say, yes, I'm there. Okay, thank you very much. What else do you want to say, sir? Okay, and Jennifer, I need to. Dad's saying to me, Dad's saying for you, it's okay if you can't. Okay, Dad's saying it's okay if you can't make every appointment. There are other family members that can help and support you and other family members. He's making me feel, or the way he's telling me is either you got really, really stressed out that there was an appointment you couldn't make, either on behalf of mum or another family member, and you was getting yourself in a pickle, because he's like reassuring you, like, it's okay if you can't make every single one, don't feel bad. Okay, thank he makes me feel that you're having to say a lot more than you would want to. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Okay, but oh, bless you, sending you lots of big hugs and kisses, because he just doesn't want you to feel bad that you might not be able to do every single appointment. So he just wants to give you that reassurance, Jennifer. And I hope the lovely messages and the lovely evidence that's come through is just to let you know that your dad's around you, son's there, they're all happy, comfortably numb, to give you that reassurance, and just say, don't feel bad if you can't make every appointment. There are others around you that can help you and give you support. And with that, Jennifer, I am going to close your connection. I'm going to send all your love from your dad and all your love from your son and the other people in spirit, and just say thank you very much for allowing me to work with you and bring your lovely family through. And say thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Richard. Right, okay, we will now move on to the next person. So remember, please, by all means, put your comments down. By all means, if you can help share out the page, that would be amazing. Just help us sort of continue to connect with other people as well that may never have seen us before or seen me. So please share out, because like I said, it is 100% free. This the whole digital platform is 100% free. Right, okay. Where are we going? I've got a lovely lady coming through. Right, Suzanne Cooper, I'd like to come and work with you if that's okay. So Susan Cooper on Facebook, please, I'd love to come and work with you if that's okay. I was having mum come through. Right, Suzanne, can you take somebody having a thing about pots and pans? I've got cutlery, or no, I haven't got cutlery. It's somebody having either you had to have a clear out of mum's pots and pans, or maybe you're the one that's got like loads of pots and pans, and I keep seeing 3, and it could just be for me to see a quantity. I keep seeing 3 rolling pins. Thank you. Yes, Susan. Okay, thank you for allowing me to work with you. I keep seeing 3 rolling pins. Now, I'm not saying it literally is 3 rolling pins, but it's like that within utensils for cooking and things like that. Okay, and apparently, I don't know why they did this, there's a utensil that you never use. I don't know whether it's, you know, like how you can have the wooden spoons with the holes in it that you'd obviously help drain the pasta out, or whether it's in garlic a garlic presser. I don't know why they give me these unique things, but there must be something in your wardrobe. I'd really worry if you did put in your wardrobe, wouldn't it? That'd be a bit worrying if you put your spoons and your forks in your wardrobe, wouldn't it, Susan? Okay, we'll come back to that in 2 seconds, Spirit. Yeah, there's it's just somebody's had a conversation, or there's something in your drawers in the kitchen that's basically why you're keeping it. If it doesn't make sense in the moment, Susan, don't worry about it. I will ask, does it make sense to you? Just to make sure that I am with you and not with somebody else that's got loads of cooking utensils. But I will still continue to work with you. I just need you to come back and say, Claire, I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, or yeah, my garlic presser. There we go. Thank you. Because it's like, let's get rid of it. Thank you very much, Susan. I just needed that reassurance that we were together on this, like we're connecting as well. But I'm very conscious that other people can always sometimes take this as well. Right, okay, come through, Mum, as you're coming through. Right, I want to give you, okay, what's that then? I want to give you like thank you, my lovely, a necklace, or I want to give you a pendant, but I keep seeing either garnet or ruby. I must admit, I forgot to put my wedding ring, so I better put them back on afterwards. But I've got, I keep seeing like a red stone, like a garnet or a ruby, and I want to just recognise that as a piece of jewellery that somebody owned or owns. Because Mum's just drawing me to this piece of jewellery, and it's a red, like garnet, or yeah, it's definitely garnet or ruby. So I know I've got that. I'm going to give that to you for the moment, and then let me see if she's come through. Right, come and give me some names. Right, okay, I need to give you the name Margaret. I do recognise it is a traditional name, but I know I want to pass over Margaret to you, Susan. Okay, come and give me I also want to give you the name Carol. Thank you very much. Let's get you some, let's do you another name actually first. Me. Okay, thank you very much, Susan. Okay, what other name? Come and give me another name. I need to give you a George. So I know I've got the Carol. I've got the other name at my brain. This is what happens with Spirit. They come in and go out so quickly. And then I've got to give you George. Now I've just given them names, I'll pass them over. I won't try and think too hard. Okay, January would be important. Would be a birthday, party, and anniversary. Oh, it was Margaret, wasn't it? January, and Spirit went, it was Margaret. I was like, okay, thank you. January's important, would be a birthday, party, or anniversary. I've also want to recognise, what month else do you want to give me? I want to give you May, if it's not the name. May would be important as a birthday, party, and anniversary. And I want to give you, I don't know if that's a June or a Joan. If it's not June, it would be Joan. If not, it'd be a birthday, party, and anniversary. I always struggle with the name June and Joan because they're so close to each other as in soundings, but I can't always distinguish. Okay, thank you very much. Right, Susie, I don't know if you can take somebody, maybe it'd be you when you was younger. Mum's making me swing my legs. I know I've got one of my legs swinging. I was just sitting there looking, and I was noticing that my leg was swinging, and I noticed Spirit used my energy in lots of different ways. And I want to have a memory. So I don't know whether, okay, thank you very much, sir. I'll do you in 2 seconds. I've got to recognise my right leg is swinging, and I feel like I had troubles in my legs. Thank you very much, Susan. I've got troubles in my legs. So that feels more masculine, but I'm swinging my legs. Somebody's got dancevitis. I know that, but I want to recognise my legs swinging. Okay, thank you very much. And Susan, I want to say they like your glasses. So I don't know if you've recently changed, or well, we'll go with the fact that they like your glasses. You must have recently changed your glasses, because I just want to say, I like your glasses. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, and they're talking to me about how at the moment though, okay, how the glasses work, all right. At the moment, they're talking to me about how it feels like you're a little bit, shall I, shan't I? And it's like, this sounds really, really weird, but it's just the way they've given me the example. It's like the glasses. We all know it's really hard to go to an optician's and pick a pair of glasses on our own, because we always like to sort of have a little bit of help and support. And they're talking to me about that. They've been aware of you umming and ahhing regarding, I just got glasses that I've never before. Okay, well, they're telling you they like your glasses, my lovely. But with this, it's that feeling that you go, shall I, shan't I, can I, can't I? And they're just making me feel that they want you to know in spirit they're backing you all the way. Okay, thank you very much. But they make me feel that there's a decision that you've got to make, but only you can make it. And it makes me feel like it's either to do it's to do with your well-being, like your health. But I don't know whether it is medically, or whether it's something like work, and you're like, do you know what? Do I need to be in this position? It's like you can only make the decision about you and your well-being, your health is what I'm being told. And they're talking to me about 25th, the 25th. So I don't know if that's a birthday party or an anniversary, or somebody is celebrating or celebrated a 25th anniversary, like a wedding anniversary. They've just drawn me to a magazine that's on the side, and they've just drawn me to the word 25th. So I want to recognise either that's a date for a birthday party and anniversary, or the 25th would be somebody's wedding anniversary. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. It's my, okay, thank you. Okay, because it just makes me feel that you're having to make a lot of the decisions and trying to get it. My Michael's health. Okay, thank you. It's like, but you, okay. Anything else, sir? Right. What's that? Right. So, oh, they're all singing tonight. I've got to give you, Susan, I need to give you Leo Sayer. You make me feel like dancing. I'm going to dance the night away. And I just want to give that as Leo Sayer. I'm not going to carry on singing because you don't need that. You don't need that drama on the Thursday night. 25th, you're on that favourite number. Excellent. Susan, I just want you to just know that they're around you, lifting up your energy. Please hold on to the song. If Leo Sayer, you make me feel like dancing. And I want to put dancing, so I need to recognise that the family in spirit, mum and dad had a strong local accent. But I just want to give you that reassurance. They're just coming in just to boost you up, to just make you know that you're not on your own. These choices that you've got to make, they are around you. Hold the song, because that may well make sense later down the line. You might hear it on the radio and know it's around you. Okay, thank you. And I want to say, yes, you have seen 2 robins recently. 1 for each is what they're telling me. It's just let you know. And Susan, it's just to give you lots of love and comfort from them, just to uplift you and give you that reassurance, and just know that you're not on your own when it comes to making these decisions. And with that, Susan, I hope that makes sense. I hope it's given you comfort. Thank you for allowing me to work with you. And I will send all their love, or they send all their love to you, my lovely. And I'll say thank you very much for allowing me to work with you. Right, shall we go through? Because I've got somebody else walking through the door. They all, in my house, so they basically, if you ever want to know, my room, my little sunroom, they're just everywhere. They all kind of sit and plonk their bums around there. And honestly, it's like a waiting room where people in spirit. You got a robin in your garden. Oh, bless you. It's just to give you that reassurance. Right, where am I going? Oh, I don't know where I'm going, but I've been told the person in spirit says the person's on YouTube. I know. Spirit just said it's somebody on YouTube. I don't know where I'm going just yet. I just got told they're on YouTube. Well, this person must be very tech savvy, because for the fact that they know, well, I suppose they would know everything, wouldn't they? Because they're up in spirit. Right. Okay, where am I going? Thank you, Richard. Richard's just putting up. Right. I'll go with Millie B, please. Millie B, can I come and work with you, please? I just got told I'm on YouTube. Well, I am on YouTube. That doesn't make me laugh. I'm on YouTube. I've been told the person's on YouTube. So Millie B, I'd like to come and work with you if that's okay. Right, where am I going? Right, you're making me scratch my palms. Right, it makes me feel at the moment, Millie, I know we're all in this financial situation. Right, I don't know who I've got just yet. I just know that, hello, my lovely. I just know that I've been told I've got to go to YouTube, and then I got shouted out in spirit yourself. So I don't know who I've got for the moment, but they make me feel like you're having to pay out a lot at the moment. We're all paying out a lot, but it makes me feel like there's been unexpected expenditure. Like, when all of a sudden touch wood, it doesn't happen, but the washing machine blows up or the dishwasher blows up, because they're just saying to me that they've been aware that there's been unexpected expenditure for you this month. And they've tried to send you some pennies from heaven, is what I'm being told. So I don't know whether you've kind of been seeing pennies on the floor, just to give you a little bit of notice. Like I said, I don't want anything to go wrong in your house, so you don't have to pay out for anything. But I'm just being told they know about this unexpected expenditure, and they've been trying to send you pennies from heaven. So you may well notice lots of I don't know where you are in the world. Everybody's in the UK for me. I'm terrible. Coins. We'll put coins. Local currency coins is what I'm being told. Right. Okay. Due to pay out in June as right. Okie dokie. Is that unexpected spend? Okay. Well, it just have a look, because you might find that coins come. Admittedly, pennies aren't going to pay for the bills, but it will be their way of showing you that they're around you. Okay, I need to give you the names Jamie is a girl or a boy's name. There's a James. Okay, that's all right. You're South London. Oh, well, in Essex would be South. You're South London. That's all right. Sorry, South changes to SAFF in Essex. Okay, right. Phew. I know I need to give you the name James, Jamie. There's somebody like that, and I need to recognise this person in spirit. I've got two people. I've got a gentleman, like a dad figure in spirit, like a dad or a granddad, but I've got to recognise somebody of your generation in spirit. So this could, okay, Millie, this may not make sense, and don't worry if it doesn't. I need to recognise like a school friend that's no longer here. I need to recognise somebody of your generation has popped in. Sometimes I pop in to say hello. Other times it's just to sort of they come in really just to make themselves known. So I don't want to jinx anybody, but it may well be just for this person that's coming in, or your generation, an ex-school friend. It might be just for you to hold. So if anybody ever speaks to you and says, oh, such and such has passed, you can go, I've had a message from him. But I know I've got to recognise a gentleman, a fatherly figure, either dad or granddad in spirit as well. Okay, I need to give you the name Stacey. Stace or Stacey. Okay, thank you very much. My friend Scott. Okay, thank you. Where's granddad? Okay. I just know I wanted to recognise of your generation. Okay, Stacey. Right. And I don't know who much as I've got the name Stacey for you, Millie. I think you can even do that for. All right, we'll do that in 2 seconds. Somebody has been really into, I don't know if it's you or somebody has really got into Gavin and Stacey. Because as much as I had the name Stacey, then all of a sudden I had Gavin and Stacey. And I just wanted to recognise that somebody's been watching reruns of Gavin and Stacey. Oh, and somebody in spirit, and it could well be, I can take my sister's old friend, but she's here. Okay, not a problem. Names are in here, so they can be here or there. I just get given the names. Okay, and somebody loves, I've never watched it properly. What is it? Is it called the Royal Family? Not the Royal Family. Is it the Royal Family? Yeah, with Baby David. With Baby David. Is that the one that's got? He goes, Baby David. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, the Royal Family. Yeah, it is there, because you've got the gentleman that's a really comic, and anyway. Yeah, it will come to me. I know the program, and they go, Baby David, and it's little Baby David. Anyway, so somebody's been watching old reruns recently, who's got completely into it. Your friend Scott, as he's coming through, he's sort of just saying that he knows old comedies. Yes, okay, thank you, Frank. I've never watched The Royal Family. Of all the comedies, I'm a red wolfer, that's why. Okay, thank you very much. Right, it keeps making me do this. So Eva, you've got a thing about smells. I'm not smelling my finger, it's just like, it sounds really bad. I sound really, really bad. And now I just stopped myself before I said any more there. I keep doing this. So I don't know whether you have even been finding that your sense of smells got really, really strong recently, or you've been smelling the fragrant spirit. What I always say is up here. When we smell, when spirit come through fragrances, it's always at the top of our nose, not like below. But there's a joke about him, Scott, and his tash, wanting to grow a tash. Right, okay, thank you, my lovely. I know I've also got to recognise somebody, a bit of a joker, growing his Tash. Right, okay. And somebody in spirit had a mini. Oh, to have my mini back. I mean, traditional British Mini, not BMWs, the like Rover Mini. Somebody had a Mini or always wanted a mini car, because I'm like, it's bringing me back to my little Mini Cooper that I had before I sold it, and it's just talking to me about memories of somebody loving a little mini car. I just want to just recognise that. Okay, anything else? August is important. Birthday party and anniversary, Millie. I haven't got a clue what he's talking about. His opinions, just opinions. His message, but he's just chatting away at me. So I know I've got to give you August, and I knew to give you September, and I want to recognise June would be important. Sorry, their diaries are absolutely awful up there. So June, August, and September would be birthday, party, and anniversaries for you, Millie. Right, okay. Okay, let's come up with your message. Right, he's talking to me about for you. Tash, Uncle Tony's car was a mini map. Okie dokie. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I'm really glad that all makes sense. Right. I've asked him what his message is for you. He's just okay, thank you very much. He's placing in front of me the Two of Wands. They use tarots for me. Two of Wands. He makes me feel that you're at the start of a new opportunity, a new move, a new journey. However, what he's talking to me at the moment is that you're undecided in which one to go. Both of them will offer fruit, will both be a positive direction. However, what he wants you to do is whatever choice you do, make sure it makes you happy, not everybody else. So it's like you've got two choices, two options. One will make everybody happy and you be happy, but one would make you really happy. And he just wants you to make sure that whatever choice you do, whatever direction you go, it's to make you happy. And he makes me feel like though he didn't do tarot cards, I want to give you tarot cards. So I don't know whether you work with tarot yourself, but he's just placing tarot cards in front of me for you as well, Millie. But he just wants you to make sure that whatever choice and decision you make, it is for yourself and it makes you happy as much as everybody else. And with that, Millie, I shall say thank you very much for allowing me to work with you. Thank you for allowing me to bring your lovely granddad through, and also for bringing your friend through. I'm so glad I did bring him through as well. They send obviously all their love. We know that goes both ways. But Millie, thank you very much for allowing me to work with you, and I hope that's given you some comfort and upliftment. And so thank you very much. We're now going to the adverts. Have a little break and move to the adverts.
My Spirit Life is a free online interactive magazine for those who have an interest in improving their spiritual lives. Authors can upload images, videos, and audio clips to their own articles. The public can place comments, rate the article, and follow the author. All articles are vetted before being published. For more information and to place your own article, please visit myspiritlife.co.uk. Join Ashley Robinson tomorrow night from 8 p.m. Ashley offers his spiritual philosophy while answering your questions.
Hello, welcome back. Just so, right before we jump straight into doing another few messages, remember SPTV is 100% free, so you do not need to give any stars. We are not looking for any stars. We do not want any payment. All we just simply ask is for you to just share, like, comment, and give reviews on here, and tag your friends as well, just so we can get that's all we ask for. Now, tomorrow, before we jump into the evening, you've got a double whammy tomorrow. You have got the lovely Deb Clark at 6 o'clock. Oh, Debbie Romeo, I do apologise. I brought Deb Clark on before, bless her. But Deb Romeo at 6 o'clock, and then we've got Ashley at 8 o'clock. So you've got double whammies tomorrow. And my poor old Deb Clark works. She'd be like, oh my God, what's going on here? So they're on tomorrow night. So if you're new, please, if you just jumped on, please, by all means, drop your hellos. Let us know that you're around. Oh, thank you, Emma. You've liked and shared. I do appreciate it. I know we all do. If you're new to me or you've never seen me before, I'm Claire. I'm Heavenly Sprinkles, spiritual medium. Chat to your past loved ones. pass over your messages to give you evidence that there's life after life. And thank you to everybody that's saying that you shared. We do appreciate it. And honestly, that's all we're looking for, is to sort of share and help. So thank you very much. And remember, if you're on TikTok, we are going to go there one day. If you're on Facebook and it gets wibbly wobbly, hop over to YouTube and vice versa. And thank you to everybody that's sharing. We do truly appreciate it. Right. I'm going to go, oh, okay. Let's do some hellos. That's exactly it, because I've got a person that's walking in and they've got breathing problems and I don't like that. So I'm going to ask that person to step back. Right, I'm going to say hello to Alex Khan. Thank you very much for watching us, and you're new here. Lovely to meet you, my lovely, on YouTube. I need to get this person to step back because they're putting pressure on my breathing. Hello, Lindsay. Lovely to see you watching from Facebook. Sir, please take a step back. Hang on 2 seconds. I've got to take a deep breath. Hello, Tracy. Where's on Facebook? Hello. Okay. And hello, Brittany Vick. Hello, lovely to see you. Right, okay. Right, I'll get Richard to continue to start bringing up the names. I know I've got to recognise a gentleman. I know I've got to recognise he had breathing problems before he passed. Okay, thank you. I don't know where I'm going at the moment, which never helps me, but it will get there. I also want to feel really compressed on my chest. Now, generally, spirit won't. They generally don't put how they pass on me because I don't like it, and we've got other things to talk about. But I know I need to really recognise this gentleman. He is recognising that he's a father. My chest is compressed, so I'm struggling to breathe. So I don't know whether this means that he either had a lung infection. Either he had a chest infection near to when he passed, or whether his chest was compressed in an accident. All I know at the moment that I'm being compressed. Okay, Tonya Heights, can I come and work with you if that's okay? On okie dokie. So Tonya, if I can come and work with you, please, and then if we just feedback to me and we'll see where we're going. But I will ask if there are others that can take this gentleman as well, because I know I want to work with Tonya, but I may well find that it could be a double link, because like I said, I've got compression, like I've even needed to loads of oxygen and breathing, and I don't know whether I've got two people with a similar condition. Right, Tonya, I'm going to come to you with you. Right, okay. Right, okay. He makes me feel that he got okay. Tonya, this will just give me clarity whether I'm with you or not. I'm not saying I'm not with you, my lovely, but I just need to get this clear. I need to get really, really dizziness with this gentleman. It's like this my breathing was taken away from me. I became really, really dizzy, and I feel like I didn't get enough oxygen from my heart, and I wasn't getting enough oxygen in my body, and I feel like it was affecting my sight and my vision. Would that make sense to you, please, Tonya? I'm just going to ask you to confirm that. Remember, everybody else, because Richard brings up the comments for me, so I don't get to see everybody commenting at the same time. Okay, that makes sense for you, Tonya. Right, okay. Right. I need to give you the name that starts with G. It sounds more like a Graham or a Gary. So I know I want to come on a Graham or a Gary for you, Tonya. So I want to pass that name over to you. Okay, come and talk to me, sir. Right, he makes me feel that it was really quite traumatic, his passing as well. So I feel like I'm really, it was upsetting for him, but upsetting for the whole family as well, is what I'm getting, Tonya. So this upset a lot of family members as well as him. And he's telling me that somebody else, either yourself or an older lady, has taken a long time to come to terms with this person's passing, this gentleman's passing. Would that make sense to you? I'm not saying that everybody's like woohoo, but I just feel like there was somebody that's taken a long time to come to terms with it, because their passing was his passing was hard on everybody else. Right, okay, thank you very much. Right, okay, let's get you some months. I need to give you the month of February, would be important. Birthday, party, and anniversary. I do know I've got two people now. As I'm coming clearer, I know I've got two people, and this is where I was just trying to get it. Okay, I know I've got two people, and I've got a young male in spirit, and I've got this gentleman. So I'm going to work with Tonya, and then I'm going to bring this other person that's got breathing problems, and we'll find where he needs to go. Right, okay. Right, I know I said about February would be important, birthday, passing out, anniversary. I also want to recognise March would be important, a birthday, passing out, anniversary is what I'm being told. Okay, thank you very much. And I want to go to October would be important, birthday, passing out, anniversary. Tonya, he's also talking to me about showing that he's been around you. He's talking about how somebody has been umming and ahhing about decorating. I keep seeing the change of the walls, and it's like either somebody's been talking about painting, wallpapering, painting, wallpapering. It may not be you, it may well be somebody else around you that's been talking about umming and ahhing whether to do some wallpapering or painting. Okay, thank you, Tonya. Right, okay. What else you want? Okay, and somebody has really got into gardening. Okay, Jessica, I may well come back to you afterwards, please, Jessica. I know I've got two people in spirit. I know I need to recognise that. Feb's my brother's birthday. Thank you very much. Somebody's really got into decorating. Someone's really got into gardening as well, is what I'm being told. I'm seeing like even knowing down to, this sounds really weird, knowing somebody's been learning about my brother-in-law. Okay, somebody's been learning about gardening as well. Like, this sounds really weird, but I learned this. I'll give it exactly how they're giving it to me. I learned that if you dig a hole and put the plant in its pot in the hole, then pack the soil around and then lift the pot out with the plant, you've got a perfect hole. It's like somebody has been learning or has been teaching that really detailed technique in how to do gardening, because then you take the plant out of the pot and then you stick the plant in the hole and it's perfect hole. Somebody's been talking about that, and he's laughing because it makes me feel that he would have had similar interests as well about the gardening or doing techie stuff, is what I need to be told. If it doesn't make sense at the moment, please hold it, because it may well be that somebody talks to you and then they go, oh yeah, did you know when you do this? Okay, March is when Grammy died and birthday in October. Okay, thank you very much, Tonya. Right, okay. I've asked him what his message is for you, and he's telling me to tell you don't take everything on, and he's telling me don't take on so. So he would have been somebody that would have used phrases like, and don't take on so, or a penny for your thoughts, because he's given me like, you don't need to take on so. So there's a feeling that you're taking on a lot, or you're trying to give a lot of support to lots of people. Thank you very much. But somebody needs to fight their own battle, is what he's saying. So he wants to give you the reassurance that somebody, my father and I, okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. He's talking to me about somebody needs to fight their own battles. You can't keep wading in and trying to resolve it. They need to be a bit more independent. Thank you very much, because it's making, thank you. He says it's making you feel tired and slightly resentful, is what he's saying. Slightly resentful, because it's like, oh, for goodness sake, can you not just stand on your own 2 feet? Why do I need to keep wading in to give you reassurance? Okay, is there anything else, sir? No, Tonya, it's a very quick message, and I do apologise. It's a quick message. He's just come in. He's took that breathing away, which is amazing. Now I'm like, phew. But it's just sort of just wants you to know that it's not for you to take on so and take on everything else. This other person needs to become a bit more independent, and it's okay for you to take a step back and allow this person just to sort of a bit of freedom. It's because you'll never let them fall. You'll still be there to support them, but they need to take on a little bit more responsibility. And with that, Tonya, I'm going to say thank you very much. Thank you very much for allowing me to bring your lovely dad through. I hope that obvious message gives you comfort and you can resonate with it. And I shall say thank you very much for allowing me to connect with you and sending all your messages or all the evidence over to you. Right, let's have a person's come through now and start putting pressure on my chest. Stop doing that, please. Right, okay, let's move to you now. I know, Richard, you saw one of the lovely people was saying that they resonated with the information. Okay. Okay, right, okay. So Richard said there's a few of you been able to take it. Right, let's get some information. Oh, don't do this to me. Right. Are you going? All right, I'm going to say it. I don't really want to say it, but this is a young man, or feels like an older person that had an accident. is what I want to say, in either in a bicycle accident or a vehicle accident, because he's taking me to having my chest chest compression. I've got a mask on my face and I feel like I've got cracked ribs, or I've got something around my chest. So I don't know whether Jessica Hodges, that would make sense with you. I know you could take everything okay. Right, I just need to know, I need to recognise this individual was in an accident and had like chest compressions. Okay. Right. So the people that can take it, can you take the person in spirit with the chest problems was an accident? And I'll let Richard, it was caused by an accident, either a bicycle or a motor. Not this one. Okay, Jessica, no problem. Just listen, because your spirit loved ones are very, very savvy, very, very clever. They know how to work together collaboratively. So they're very good at sort of helping other people messages. Right, okay. I can take this. Did he drown? He doesn't feel like he's. All I can see is I know I've been in an accident. He's telling me I've got chest problems. Okay, thank you very much. I feel like it was more of a motorbill or a vehicle accident, and I'm going to go with Joanne Topman. I'm going to go with Joanne. Joanne, I'm going to come and work with you because I just need to recognise, and I want this person to come through. Right, okay. Joanne, I need to give you, though you're called Joanne, I want to call you Jojo. This person, I don't know, James Jackson Ribs, Piers Long, okay. Right, and Deborah Long, okay. Right, my James is an accident Ribs. Okay, right, so Deborah on YouTube, and I had the other lady beforehand. No, before the lady, that one. Joanne, sorry, Jojo. I just remembered Jojo. Right, okay. I know I need to recognise the J name as well. So Deborah, it may well be that I've got two people coming through. We know that sometimes works with me, but I'm going to put my focus on Joanne. So Joanne, I want to go Jojo. As much as I know your name's Joanne, I don't want to use your name. I want to go Jojo. Okay. Right, I need to recognise February would be important, birthday, party and anniversary. I know I gave that for Tonya, but February would be important as well as a birthday, party and anniversary. Okay, somebody's been feeling really sick at the moment, or been feeling really quite nauseous and nervous at the moment. This person that's coming through that's had an accident is like, you're like as hard as nails. He's okay. Don't allow this feeling of okay, most people call me that, okay, thank you. Don't allow this feeling of doubt to make you question your abilities. Okay, it makes me feel like there's something in around work, and he wants you to sort of, that you're and on whether to go for either a promotion or a change of job. But it's like, don't allow others and how they make you feel make you judge yourself, because it's all about them. It's all about them. And apparently I'm doing this with the hands as well, so it's all about them is what I'm being told. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, he's just placed me the 5 of Wands to sort of say that uphill battle that you have. So there must be something around you at the moment that you're and ahhing, and you're feeling a little bit wibbly wobbly, because he's like, do you know what? You're more than capable to do this. Okay, thank you very much. Right. Okay, I need to, I know this name. I need to give you the name Anthony, Tony. I just asked the part, give me a name, and he went Anthony stroke Tony. So Joanne, I need to give you Anthony Tony is what I'm being asked to pass over to you. Okay, somebody is a Leo, so that would mean somebody was born in July or August. So there's obviously a birthday in July or August as well. So he's asking me to pass this over to you. Right, okay. And somebody loves ABBA. I've got Dancing Queen going on around me, Joanne. So I've got Dancing Queen. So I want to give you Dancing now. And I don't know if you're the one that loves ABBA or whether you've just heard it on the radio recently. If it doesn't make sense, as in you don't like ABBA, which is cool, then just hold on to it at the moment, because it may well be it'll play in the play on the radio later down the line. But this person has just really come in just to give you that reassurance of what you're wanting to do. Don't allow others to make you doubt yourself. And he's just placed in front of me the Magician. You've got all the tools in the box. You are more than capable to take yourself where you want to go. Don't listen to these other people around you. And I don't know whether you work spiritually yourself, because I want to place you in a circle. So I don't know if you've spiritually, you've had that connection with spirit and you've ummed and ahed about it. I know I want to place you in a circle or in a spiritual aspect as well. It's like, it's a yeah, because you can do anything you can put your mind to it, Joanne. And with that, I will close your connection and say thank you very much for allowing me to work with you. I do hope that resonates with you. Basically, he's just said, go for it. Don't let anybody hold you back. And with that, oh, you do work spiritually. It could well be spiritually what you're doing. I just got you in a circle, and it may well be that it's not work, it's spiritual work, because he's just like, don't allow anybody to hold you back. And with that, Joanne, I'm going to say, give me a month quickly. Okay, I need to recognise March is important as well. Birthday, passing, anniversary. So March is important. Okay, and I need to give the name Thomas, Tom or a Thomas for you, Joanne. I just asked him to give me a quick few things for you. So I hope it resonates with you. Basically, go get them and do your thing. Be you is what they say. And I just say thank you very much for allowing me to work with you. Okay, right, let's go again. Let's spin the wheel, as they say. So, Richard, if you could just bring up some more. Ah, yes, I was also, thank you very much in spirit. Stephen Law asked if he could ask a spiritual question. Could you find me that spiritual question if Stephen Law asked as well, please? Did you do that? Richard has just pinged it up. And I don't know whether that means that you had it in your back pocket or not, Richard. Right, give me 2 minutes. It's already, I'm going to read my question. Right. I get random words just pop in my head. They make me feel like I need to look them up. But come the morning, I've forgotten the words. Is it spirit putting these words in, or just my brain slowing down at the end? Right, Stephen. So you're saying at the moment, when you go to bed and you're chilling, all of a sudden the random words pop into your head, right? And it makes you feel it don't. Right. I would say, especially when it comes to things near the end of the night, I would say that would be spirit. What I would say for you to do is next time it happens, make sure you've got a pad and pen next to you and write the words. Also to see if there's any, not necessarily synchronicity, what's the word? Like collaborate, I can't think, anything in common. Thank you, Spirit. I'll try and keep it simple. Keep it simple, Claire. So have a notice of whether what the words are giving you have a similar cinnamon, or whether I can never sign whatever it's called, or whether there's any similarities with them, because it may well be that spirit is asking you to look into certain things. It's like spirit will use songs with me, as you've seen, and since being on SPTV, I've even learned that the artist can be an important thing, or dates, but I don't have Richard in my ear all the time to be able to help me with them. So what I would say is, yes, that is spirit communicating with you. Take a notebook, write your words down, and then see where you are. Because you've got to remember that in the evenings, we're a lot more relaxed. Our brain is more, we're moving into a sleep mode. So it's all to do with our brain waves. I think like moving from alpha to beta, so whatever it's theta, it's TH. And it's all about how our brain waves move. So I would say take notes, look them up and see if there's similarities, because it could be your spirit guides, your guides directing you where you need to go. So yes, I would say that one. Right. Okay, I've answered Steve. Now I've about given you that full explanation, and Stephen Law's probably not even here. He's probably gone and had a cup of tea. Oh, he's here. He is just coming back. I was going, I bet Stephen Law's gone away and he's gone and had a cup of tea. He's bored of me. Right, okay. Right, okay. Is there anything else, Spirit? I'm just seeing if there's anything else, anybody walking through in spirit. Right, okay. Oh, we've got another question, Richard. Let's do some on my page. I do questions. I always do questions at the end, because before I did this, back in the day, you'd want to ask a medium a question. I was an unknown. No, I wasn't saying that. I was in awe of mediums. I was like, I want to be one of you. Never believed I was one anyway. And I remember always wanting to grab a medium and say, I've got loads of questions. So I do like to try and answer a few questions, but you've got to remember it's only based on my experience. So you take what you like and throw away what you don't like. Okay, so Martina's asked, can you explain a little bit about the significance of angel numbers? Yes. Now, I do not know every single meaning of angel numbers. However, your past loved ones are very clever and there is significant angel numbers. Now, the one I like to use, and it comes through, and I'd love for you all to take away, is 0707. Not normal 111s and 222s and things like that. 0707 means you're going to have a good day. So for every time you feel a little bit down, check your clock when your spirit's guiding you to see if it says, which is being awkward, is going, oh's not a lump. Zero, it's going to be horrible. 0707, you know what I'm talking about. He's going, oh's not a number. Oh, he's so pedantic, isn't he? Anyway, go away, Richard, go away. So yes, 0707 means good. You're going to have a good day. So I want everybody to take that one away, because that always makes me smile when I see that, because it knows that Spirit's saying you're going to have a good day. That's a lovely one. So Spirit and your angels. Now, again, there's a whole entire philosophy around angels. Are they spirit guides? Are they spiritual beings? Are they separate? Are they the same? I'm not going to go into that because I'm not experienced enough in it. All I know is that Spirit, for me, uses angel numbers to get your attention and to give you reassurance and guidance. So 111 normally means that you've got new beginnings, it's new starting, it's you're on the right track. 222 can be, again, is a similar one, saying we've got your back, spiritual is supporting on you. So you'll see 111. I see 111 a lot. That's normally telling me that something's going to happen. 777 is all about good luck. That means it's fortuitous. You're going to have some positive numbers. And we all know we have the lucky 7. You have 555, which is generally all about love and giving you support. So what it is if you see numbers reoccurring, they have general meaning. So the 111s, the 222s, the 333s, and all that jazz. But also, your past loved ones don't just use angel numbers, as in the traditional 111, 222, 222s. They can use numbers if, for example, you keep seeing 34. Say, for example, you keep seeing 438. You keep seeing 438 everywhere. You see it £4.38 somewhere. You see it 438 is a TV channel. You see your loved ones. If you keep seeing a reoccurring number, it doesn't have to be an angel number. It's a way of letting your spirit family, letting you know that they're around you. And what I always say when it comes to signs, check what you're thinking and feeling, because your past loved ones will generally give you a sign at a particular point in time of how you think and feel. An example was last year, I was feeling really, really down. I went to the back garden, I saw a white butterfly. I went to the front garden, 2 hours later, 2 white butterflies. Then got in the car, and then I saw 1111. So Spirit will give me different signs. So it's all about showing you that you're in the right direction, but there is proper numerology with it as well. So that's generally it. But all look out for 0707. Thank you, Mr. Producer, because that means you're going to have a good day. And I hope that helps you, Martina. But definitely, who's our lady that is all angels, Richard? Sarah. Yeah. On Mondays at 6:30, Sarah Andrews is all about angels, and I am sure she'll be able to explain that far more eloquently than me, but that's my understanding of the angel numbers. Right, do we have any more questions before we sort of look to go from there on? Do people hold grudges? So Sharon wants to know, do people hold grudges when they're on the other side together? Right. I've always been told, however you act and behave here, you're likely to be like that up there in spirit. Now, I do believe when you go into the spirit world, you have an opportunity to learn from your past mistakes and learn from them. That's what I do believe. I do believe it is likely that people still hold grudges. I don't feel like they hold grudges to the family members down here. I do believe that there's forgiveness up there. I do believe that when they get up there, they look down and they can see things, and they can see their past life, and they get to see things from different perspectives. But we all have to remember, I'm going to be really mean, my nan wasn't the nicest lady when she was here. And I've had other mediums come up to me and go, she's not a particularly nice lady up in spirit. That doesn't change. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but I do believe there possibly is people in spirit world that hold grudges, but I would say more than the majority look at what's happened, look and see, I wasn't 100% innocent, and there is forgiveness up there. So I do believe there's a bit of both, because we're humans at the end of the day. As much as we're in this human self, we are all still spirit. And yeah, apparently my nan's still not a particularly nice person up in spirit, but hey ho, never mind. Right, have we got any more questions, Richard? We're kind of going into a questioning one. Right, so Richard's going to see if we can find it. Can they see us? I do believe Crystal Rodriguez says, from the other side, can they actually see us? I do believe they do, but you've got to remember that once we're into spirit, we are energies. We don't have a voice box. We don't have like eyes and things like that. So I do think they still watch over us. They still see us, and they come in and out of our energy. So the old phrase, walking over your grave, and you go, oh, that really is spirit. Now I've learned really is spirit coming through. So they do watch over us, but just not necessarily in a way that we would project with eyes, ears, and mouth and nose, because they no longer have a human body. But yes, I do believe they watch over us. All right. It's kind of become question night now, isn't it? Poor old Richard. Right. Lily says, you wanted to be a medium. When did you find out you was one? After I had a medium tell me that I'm actually a medium. So a little bit of a backstory. I was about 17 when I went and saw a medium on platform. I sat there complete and utter in awe of being one. I really wanted to be one, but never believed I was. I had my first experience was when I had a spiritual reading, and the lady said, if you don't go to the dentist, your back tooth, your granddad's telling you you're going to need a root canal, you better go. And then when I went there, the dentist went, the tooth that the medium had said, if you don't go there, you would have got a root canal. So that was when I was 17. Now I'm going to say I'm in my 40s now. I did angel cards, and I always had this feeling that I knew things, and I knew things about people, but I always thought I was a bit of an arrogant so-and-so to think this. Then back in 2018, I started a monthly circle, then moved in 2019. I moved into it was in 2020. I moved into a fortnightly, weekly circle. And I said I'd love to be a medium, and the medium went, you are a medium. And I was like, yeah, I'm not a medium. She went, you are. She said, you're just claircognizant. So that means the information just gets downloaded in your brain by spirit. And I was like, you're right. And she's like, you are. Then I was only in there for 6 weeks. Then lockdown happened, and she encouraged me to create Heavenly Sprinkles page. And I basically did all my mediumship training online in front of everybody on my page, doing live readings. So I didn't realize I was a medium, or I didn't believe in myself until 2020. So 2 years ago was when I set my page up, and I then started working as a medium. I then went to a online mediumship by 2 people who taught me how to do divine services, taught me how to do online addresses, opening prayers, and that's when I had the opportunity to do spiritual churches in and around Essex, and it's just built up. It's kind of gone whoosh. So February 2021 was the year and month I started practicing being a medium. So and obviously we're only just done 2 years of me practicing. So I hope that helps. I hope I'm not boring anybody about how I become one. I always think, sorry. Oh, and Richard's now doing fake yawns in my ear hole, taking the mickey out of me. It's your fault I'm here, Richard. So yes, I hope that it is. Yes, it's, yeah. We now no, you're not blaming Bill. We love Bill. If Bill's coming on, Bill, he's blaming you. Bill just gave me the opportunity. You're the one that said, do you want to have a little show? And I was like, yes, please. So Lily, I hope that helps, and I hope that gives other people some reassurance in their own spiritual journey, because we're all on it at the end and we're still learning. Oh, thank you very much, Emma. And well, Richard, I feel like unless we've got any other questions, I feel we're kind of naturally coming to the end. I've got more questions. This is going to be part of it now. So we'll do my poem, my mediumship, and a few questions at the end. Look, the channel is evolving. Okay, Richard said we've got another question. Okay, what does it mean when, okay, Kerry Farmer wants to go, what does it mean when more than one person has the same dream? Depends on what you mean. If you're meaning about somebody coming in, as in a family member visiting you and visiting somebody else, then obviously that's a family member visiting you. If two people are having the same dream, then I would say that you're spiritually connected. So my hubby and I, as much as I drive him completely bonkers, and as much as we've been together for a while, him and I do at times have very similar thought processes, similar, we will even say things and finish each other's sentences, and that's because I know that my spirit and his spirit are spiritually connected, and we've been spirit family for years. So it is, if it's somebody in spirit, they're popping in to see you. If it's not, it means that you are spiritually connected to that individual, and it may well be that there's an importance for you two to take notice. So I hope that helps you, Kerry. Oh, and Richard also said that, and in addition to what I said, Richard said it also shows that you are sharing a similar spiritual experience and you are on that same path as the other individual. There we go. Oh, just experience. Apparently not spiritual. I threw the spiritual bit in, the experience bit. Okie dokie, Kerry. I hope that gives you some answers. Have we got any more questions, Richard? Right, so Rebecca says, reoccurring dream of my ex in a motorbike accident. Right, that, Rebecca, now that can mean from a dreamologist. I don't know if that exists. I'm pretty sure it does. There is. So maybe we need to get a dreamologist on the channel then. We need to go and bring a dreamologist in. That would be really interesting. I'm not a dreamologist, but what I've just made Richard go off and do something now. So Rebecca, there's two choices. It's either one, that your ex has unfortunately had a motorbike accident, which touch wood he hasn't, or it could be that you may well feel that there's something that you've not been able to resolve, or it would be unresolved. So if I was picking up from a spiritual point of view and I picked up, I would be sort of saying, is there something within you that you feel that was unresolved for it to be reoccurring? And I've just had somebody in spirit say you couldn't have saved him. So I don't know with your ex, whether you felt like with your ex that either you should have saved the relationship or whether you could have done something differently, because I've just been told in spirit you couldn't save him. So I'll give you that. If it doesn't make sense, then by all means dismiss it. It's just somebody in spirit chatting away at me. But I would say there's two choices, and I'm going with it just being a reoccurring dream. So it could well be that it feels like something unresolved, or it's something unresolved within yourself. So I hope that makes sense, Rebecca. Right. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. And in addition to this as well, sorry, it's just coming through. In addition to this as well, as I sort of said, and it's also about you forgiving yourself as well. When we dream about our past, there's always that thing about shoulda, woulda, coulda, and it's about you dreaming about. It's about you loving yourself and accepting yourself, and how you feel about yourself and forgiving yourself as well, Rebecca. So I hope that makes sense to you. Right. Is there any more, Richard? I was like, sorry, that just popped in my head, and I don't even know what TV show that's on. I just went, makes sense. Okay, thank you, Rebecca. I'm glad that makes sense, my lovely. It's just about you Okay, thank you. It also makes me feel that with a motorbike, I've got somebody in spirit chatting to me about it. A sense of a feeling that you felt you wasn't in control, because a motorbike would mean an accident would feel about you not being in control. So this is about you just forgiving yourself, my lovely. Also, remember, if you ever have any dreams that are really wacky or any dreams that feel disturbed, that can easily be your past loved ones or loved ones coming through. You're welcome to wake up very gently and tell them to go away. Because if I meditate before I go to bed, spirit comes in and disturbs my sleep. So I now really do get up and I tell them where to go in a very sweet Essex tone that has a couple of curse words in there. But you are welcome, if you're finding your sleeps are disturbed and you find you can't settle, actually just say to spirit, do you know what? Go away. And that sometimes will resolve your sleeplessness. Okay, why do I dream about my mum? She's been gone a long time. I wake up there. Because Catherine, I would say your mum is making herself aware and known to you, my dear. What I would again is like I always say, Catherine, like I said before, check what's going on in your life. It might be that you might be having a really great time or a really sad time or a bit of a time where you feel that you need mum or you want mum around you. So it's a way that mum can make herself known to you that she's around you. So I always say when they pop in or you see your loads of numbers or you get your feeling, check with yourself what's going on. Same ways with taps and knocks and lights flashing in your house. Check how you're feeling, because they generally will time with your emotions. So I would say mum's just making herself known around you, my dear. And I've just got a light breeze on my left leg. So take notice also, you might find that you get like a light breeze down the one side of your body, and it'll just be spirit around you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. And also, thank you. Also, when I'm sort of saying about checking with yourself, sort of have a look to sort of see whether there's anything within the family that you've got a feeling of sadness or a feeling of grief or a feeling of something unresolved in around the current family, because our family members will sometimes step in to tell you we're here for you as well. So again, when I say check in with yourself, it could be that there's something going on in the family as well, and it's just them coming in to reassure you, Catherine. So I hope that gives you some answers. Right. Should we do another question, Richard, before we start saying night night? We're all done for questions. Okie dokie, we're all done. Well, if you like that bit of the concept with where we do some questions at the end of the mediumship, then please say you like it, because this is all, well, my whole life when it comes to mediumship and my page and everything else in this is all adaptable. We can easily tweak this to make this work. And if you enjoyed getting a chance to ask some questions, then please do so. I will answer them as best as I can. And now I've told Richard he's got to go and get a dreamologist on the page now, because we want to know about dreams. And with that, I am actually now going to literally close down myself. A massive thank you to everybody that's liked, commented and shared. If you've had a reading with me or any of the other mediums and you feel inclined, please give us a review, because you know what it's like. We're not on Checker Trader. So it does help us within spirit, with us to get out there and for you to know, these are really good mediums to watch. So, and I'm really glad a few of you are commenting to say that you like having the questions. So we'll tag them on the end of the next show. And with that, I am going to say good night to you all. I will be back on Monday. I kind of clocked every bank holiday so far. I will say good night to you all. Have a smashing week. I know it got Friday. Those that are in the UK, I hope you do get to enjoy the bank holiday at some time. Let's keep hoping we have lots of lovely heat and weather. I'll see you next Monday. In the meantime, if you want to, please hop over to, well, I'm going to go that way because I've just seen where my imagery. I'll go that way. Look. I don't know my lefts and my rights. It's partly to do with my dyslexia all these years. If you want to, pop over to Heavenly Sprinkles. You just see this ugly mug up there. That's when you'll see where I am. If I'm not on, if you're local to Essex, I'm on there, and I'm also getting to run my local spiritualist church next Tuesday. So I'm going to be the chair for once. So by all means, hop over to my page and you'll just see lots of free things I do on there as much as here. And that's it. I'm going to shut up now and give you all a rest with your ear rolls, and give Richard a rest with his ear rolls with me, and just say thank you to everybody. Have a lovely evening, a smashing week ahead, and I'll catch up with you the other side of the weekend. And I say take care.